Good morning, it's Wednesday, April the 2nd, and I'm your host for AGORACOM TV, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing you the best press releases at the open along with the halts so that you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. I've got 3 halts for you this morning. I've got 6 great press releases from both sides of the borders. So without any further ado, let's get into the halts. First halt I have for you. Orcana Corporation trades on the venture under the symbol AUN. They've been halted pending news. African Gold Group trades under the symbol AGG. They've been halted pending news. And disclaimer time, they are an AGORACOM client. And finally, we've got Absolute Resources Corp. Trades on the venture under the symbol ABS. Once again, they've been halted pending news. Now let's move into the next segment of our program, which is the news release segment. We've got 6 great press releases for you, as I've mentioned. Both sides of the borders, we've got resource and non-resource press releases. So let's start with our first one. Noront Resources trades on the venture under the symbol NOT. They're no stranger to many people as they've been a Bay Street darling for the past 12 months. And disclaimer time, they are an AGORACOM client. It's a very technical press release where they provide an update on their double eagle project, but I'm going to give you some of the highlights, but I do highly recommend that you actually get online and check out the press release for yourself. The updates on the exploration activities in the McFalls Lake area of northeastern Ontario in the James Bay Lowlands, aka also known as the Ring of Fire. The anomaly drilling program on the Double Eagle project commenced in January and is continuing with 2 drills now being employed at 2 different locations, testing visible chromite and sulfide mineralization located by geophysical surveying. Further drilling at the Eagle 2 anomaly continues to trace shear-hosted sulfide zones containing bands of massive sulfide mineralization with visible copper-nickel minerals from the Precambrian rock surface starting at 10 meters below surface to 190 meters below surface, where the approximately up to 21 meters thick, 75 meters long oval-shaped mineralized zone is within 30 meters of the favorable underlying intrusive contact. At Anomaly AT3, that's Anomaly 3, which is new to everybody. They haven't announced any new, or the 3rd anomaly yet, so we see that we have Double Eagle 1, we've got Double Eagle 2, and Anomaly 3 could potentially be Double Eagle 3, so great news for investors. Anomaly A3 is a steep north-dipping stringer sulfide zone with some visible copper mineralization, which are being discovered and now intersected in 4 drill holes over substantial core widths. So once again, this is Anomaly 3 at the Double Eagle project. Several new excellent anomalies resulting from the continuing airborne geophysical program are being located around the Ring of Fire on Noront's claim, and additional ground is being staked for Noront covering other areas around the Ring of Fire. They're last at $5.34. Off their 52-week high of $7.42. Fortuna Silver Mines trades on the venture under the symbol FBI. We've got their final drill results from the 2007 drill program at the San Jose Silver Gold Deposit located in Oaxaca, Mexico. The San Jose project is being explored and developed under a joint venture between Fortuna, which owns 76% of the project, and Continuum Resources, which owns the remaining 24%. We've got results coming from this project. We've got drill hole SJO 116, which cut 2 major mineralized zones in the San Ignacio zone, which included 4.36 grams per ton and 302 grams per ton of silver, which is 525 grams per ton of silver equivalent over 7 meters from 198, starting at 198 meters. And in addition, we've got 4.81 grams per ton of gold and 246 grams per ton of silver, or 492 grams per ton of silver equivalent over 1.45 meters. And finally, we've got drill hole SJO 111, which cut 2.77 grams per ton of gold and 323 grams per ton of silver over 5.75 meters in the Trinidad zone. Fortuna Silver is a growth-oriented silver and base metal producer focused on mining opportunities in Latin America. They're last at $1.99 off their 52-week high of $3.96. Next one I've got for you, Los Andes Copper, which trades on the venture under the symbol LA. We've got results from the Phase 2 drill program at their Vizcachitas project in Chile. Highlights of the results include hole LAV-108, which intersected 0.57% copper over 218 meters. So we've got a great strike length there, which includes a 16-meter near-surface intersection grading, 0.88% copper, and 0.01% moly. And finally, we've got hole LAV-109. that intersected 0.41% copper and 0.015% copper, or 0.51% copper equivalent, over 198 meters. They're trading at 44 cents off their 52-week high of 75 cents. Next one I have for you, moving into the renewable energy resources sector. Shear Wind Inc. Trades on the venture under the symbol SWX. They've signed a 60 megawatt PPA power purchase supply agreement with Nova Scotia Power. It's a 20-year power supply agreement with Nova Scotia Power, and Shear Wind is planning to erect 30 wind turbines that will meet the energy demands of 17,500 homes in Nova Scotia. The Glendew Wind Park, this is the wind park that they're going to build, represents a $150 million investment for Shear Wind in Nova Scotia. Got a quote from the President and CEO, Mike Magnus, which states, "This 60 megawatt PPA is Nova Scotia Power's largest award to date. In addition to the initial 60 megawatts, the expansion potential to further build out is an additional 170 megawatts, as indicated by NSPI interconnection studies. This positions the Glendew Wind Park in an optimal position to participate in export opportunities as well as future requests for a proposal in order to secure additional PPAs. Renewable energy is the way of the future, so this sounds like a great contract for Shear Wind. We look forward to seeing more coming out of this company. They're last at 70 cents off the 52-week high of $1.66. Now we're moving over to the U.S. markets. Emta Holdings trades on the OTCBB under the symbol EMHD. They've announced monthly record revenues of $657,000 for the month of March 08, and this represents a 45% increase in sales from the previous month. So good results coming out of this company. The company generated $229,000 in positive cash flow for March 08, and this is the second consecutive month that the company has accomplished this goal. So congrats to EMT for those results. Revenue for the last quarter of this fiscal year are $1.25 million, which represents a 300% revenue increase from the previous quarter, and is the first time revenues have exceeded $1 million in any quarter. Anticipated April revenues are between $775,000 and $1 million. So good numbers coming out of this company, something you might want to take a look at. Emta Holdings develops and manufactures innovative products to conserve energy, particularly for petroleum-based fuels. They're doing well because as oil continues to surge at all-time records highs, we see that $100 a barrel for oil. Any company that can come up with products that can help conserve energy and cut back on oil consumption is going to do well. They're last at 26 cents off their 52-week high of $1.26. Final one I have for you, Asia Electrical Power International Group trades on the OTC under the symbol AEPW. Asia Electrical announced that they've received an order exceeding $7 million from the Chinese government in the first quarter of 08. As we've been telling you for the past few weeks, past few days, we like the Chinese plays, and this is no exception. They're a manufacturer of secondary electrical power systems in China. As many of you know, China is having issues with their power grids, and so what's happened is the Chinese government is going to suppliers such as Asia Electrical to create secondary electrical power systems. These are used to restore and upgrade the damaged electrical grids in numerous provinces throughout China. Asia Electrical is one of only a select number of electrical component manufacturers in China to have been granted the designated manufacturer status and received certification as a key manufacturer by the National Power Authority of China. So that's very good for Asia Electrical. They've gone through the approval process. They're one of the official suppliers, and given the fact they received a $7 million contract for the government of China, it's great news for them. They're trading at $2.34 off their 52-week high of $3. That's a wrap for today. A lot of news to digest, but it's all great news. Take a look when you can. Do your due diligence on these companies. And that's a wrap for today. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow. We've got more great press releases for you.